His Excellency reminded Politburo members that the culture of the Second Republic is servant leadership, and there was no room for armchair leaders. The President further urged various subcommittees to ensure that the forthcoming 18th National People's Conference, to be held at Goromonzi High School, Marsh East Province in December 2019, must be a success without fail. On the update of the programs since the last Politburo meeting, His Excellency had met various stakeholders across all sectors of the economy. These include rural district councillors in a conference held in Harare province, and artisanal and small-scale miners in Midlands province. His Excellency also handed over a fleet of 76 Zupco buses in Bulawayo province last week. He also launched the Kilimanjaro sugar cane project, toured the winter maize project, and addressed a party rally at Chovani Stadium in Tirezi, Masvingo province. His Excellency commended the leadership at provincial level of Bulawayo, Midlands, and Masvingo for ensuring that these respective programs were a success. This morning, His Excellency officiated at the Young Champion Farmers Awards. He was impressed by the fact that a new generation of young farmers was emerging and achieving commendable results on small hectares of land. He challenged Politburo leadership to be more visible at the grassroots level and associate with programs of government, always giving our people a message of hope. Those hobnobbing with G40 elements stand warned. Indeed, the machinations by our detractors will certainly fail. On the economic front, His Excellency noted that the country continues to make steady progress. There has been a substantial injection of cash into the market, which our people began accessing this week. His Excellency reminded the Politburo that in our 2018 party manifesto, we promised a robust housing delivery program. Hence, his creation of the new Ministry of Housing, National Housing, and Social Amenities, which is expected to give increased impetus towards the fulfillment of that aspiration. As earlier stated, the 18th National People's Conference will be held in Mashonaland East under the theme, and I quote, modernize, mechanize, and grow the economy towards Vision 2030, close quote. In today's meeting, preparations for this important annual event were presented, and the finer details are still being worked out with all provinces. The main thrust of discussions at the conference will relate to issues which border on the state of the economy, mining as a pivotal industry in revamping the economy, and food security as it relates to the modernization and mechanization of agriculture. As the party repositions itself to the dictates of a modern political party, the Politburo session took note of the importance of the broader party constitutional review, as the Constitution is a living document. In that light, it was by consensus resolved that the district coordinating committees be introduced in the Constitution. You recall that they were once there and they were removed from the Constitution. Now they've been reinstated. And of course, this will be subject again to the ratification by the Central Committee. Furthermore, the Politburo resolved that the War Veterans Affiliation become a wing of the party. You are aware that we've got the Youth League as a wing, we've got the Women's League as a wing. Now we shall also have the War Veterans League as a wing of the party. Of course, it's not that war of veterans, but it includes those who fought in the War of Liberation, those who fought or who were imprisoned during the struggle, detained or restricted for political reasons during the liberation struggle, should be included in the party proposed constitutional amendment. You are aware, of course, that we have the war veterans themselves who took up guns. We've got the war collaborators, we've got ex-detainees, ex-prisoners, ex-restrictees, and all those who participated in the war in one or the other, by definition, as given in our Constitution. Those will now constitute a wing in terms of the War Veterans League. I must say now that the two resolutions passed at this Politburo session today on DCC's statement and the War Veterans' inclusion as a wing of the party are subject to ratification by the Central Committee. The Central Committee's highest body before Congress. Congress is the top. Then comes the Central Committee. So this will be subjected for ratification to the Central Committee. With regards to the recently elected DCC for Harare Province, Comrade Oliver Shidao, a Central Committee member, has been nominated by the DCs themselves in the interim to chair the inter-district committee meetings. This is to unify and ensure structure formation is conducted in an orderly manner. Last but not least, the meeting noted with gratitude the recent by-election victories in Mat North, Ward 16 and 20, and the Weza East constituencies. The overwhelming votes for the ZANU PF is an indicator that our party still resonates well with the people across the country. As a revolutionary party, which is constantly evolving, the Cde School of Ideology continues with its ideological training across the provinces, with more youth being part of its programs. So that is the end of my statement to you, comrades.